Ohio River. There's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11 mighty. Check.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you know, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled. But now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game where head coach Sam White addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Bulldozes past him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Now a throw here, hauled in. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. The kick by Parkey is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number 1, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number 2, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
11.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into play here 2-6 on the year. And I guess if you're them, you have to have the mindset of, hey, if we go 7-1, 8-0 down the stretch, we can still get into the playoffs. But CD, to be frank, I don't know that they've shown that they're capable of that this season.
Well, I certainly hope they have that mindset and that they're trying to play to that. But in my mind, from what I've seen, they've got no shot at doing that. This is going to be a tough second half. They've had so many injuries. They've had tough losses along the way. I think you've got guys playing for jobs for next year, and they're playing for positioning in the upcoming draft.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. A give. This is Chubb. Stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On 2nd and a yard, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
11 MT take. 11 MT take. Stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check. 11. Mike 22.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Mike 11 mighty.
I want that.
First down, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
I'm one, right?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 13.
11 MT. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
That one goes for 24 yards. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield on play action. Flush to his. Now Mayfield lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. And Parkey's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the 31, Mayfield.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now a pass hauled in downfield, fighting his way through contact. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. In your face.
12, 12, 12.
Mike 28.
I got one.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss.
Here we go.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd
11,
down.
90. 11, 90.
Mike, he's coming, check in. All day, just like that.
Burrow will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
7 yards to pick up there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end here.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Chubb, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Play action. It's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Grant Delpit. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Running right through him. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 15. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
11.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 22.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
11.
And Burrow going to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
11 Thomas.
22's coming. Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
That's into the hands of Gafford, complete.
Touchdown, Bengals! Rico Gafford with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mayfield.
Pass caught by Hooper.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Touchdown! David Njoku. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
All day, baby, all day.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here we go with Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Moss. And he's going to get